Hey everyone, I am back. It has admittedly been 2 weeks since I've been using my books page, and I have tried filming this. This is maybe my 5th time filming my thoughts of my first. It was supposed to be 1 week, but then real life got in the way, and then just filming wasn't working out. I wasn't liking the clips I was filming, so it has now become my 2 weeks of using the books page, what I think about it, and the pros and cons I have found. Very quickly, why I got a new e-reader is that my Kindle is fairly old, and also it's because it's limited in the Amazon ecosystem. I just wasn't using it anymore because so much of my reading has moved to like web novels. So like reading apps, the internet, basically those two things, fan fiction. And so I was wanting a new e-reader, especially also the one big thing about that was the lack of the front light was killing me. Okay, it's so dark to read on that Kindle now, no matter how bright it is. So I was like, I can't do it anymore. I think I just really want and need a new e-reader. So I looked into it. I found about Android e-readers, and then I found several models that I was interested in, but then I ultimately decided on the books page. I really liked the fast processor, which like turning the page in the native and even the reading apps is so good. Okay, currently reading The Whisper Man on the native reader. Like, did you see how fast that was? So smooth. And so reading manga shouldn't be too hard. There's a lot of options here, like front light, customization. The native reader itself also gives me a lot of annotating options. I can choose 3 different ways of underlining, 3 different shades of highlighting. I can make a memo, I can use a dictionary. I think I have to upload a dictionary or download one, which is, I still have to figure that out. There's translation, there's text-to-speech. The text-to-speech function is actually surprisingly quite nice. It's something that I thought I wasn't going to use at all, but I might.
I place her left hand atop the keys. A fresh page sits in the carriage, replacing the one from last night, now face up on the desk. It serves as a partial transcript of our conversation. I want to tell you everything, things I've never told anyone else. Yes, about the night, because I trust you, but I don't trust Lenora.
And then I can decide. Wait, and so these as of now are the reading apps I got. I've been using them pretty well. They each have like their own way of using the e-reader though, so you have to figure out how to do that yourself. What else? It's also really nice for the formatting. You have fonts, spacing, and others. I always disable the hyphenation because I don't like seeing hyphens when I read. Yeah, so that is some really nice things with the native reader. It was really nice. So in terms of battery, because I know that's important, I was really into reading the web novel I was reading. So I was reading 19 chapters of that a day, and so plus other things occasionally, so it was around 3 to 5 hours per day. I want to say 3.5 hours to 5 hours per day. So with that amount of reading, I had started with 98%. On the day after the 1 week mark, I got in the morning ish before I charged it, it was 32%. So it looks like it will be a once a week charge, but the second week I read a lot less, and past the another week mark, it was like, I charged it again a little bit because I was gonna go out for a while, but it probably would have been to like, it was like 100% to 52 to 45% ish, so it does last for a good amount. I still don't have to charge it because, like I said, I had to charge a little extra, and it's fine for now. Oh shoot, I meant to show you guys something else. So the really nice thing, just for reference, I'll show this, but this side is normally previous page and the other side is normally next page, right? With the books page for the native reader or the built-in reader, the really nice thing is that you can customize the touching modes. You can also do that in the apps. I've managed to do that recently, but for the native reader. So I customized it so that this side, the 2/3 of it is the next page on this side of the buttons, and that the top 1/3 is the previous page, and then for the middle 1/3 is next page, and these two are previous page. Because sometimes I'm mainly wanting to read it like this, but occasionally I'll just put it to the other hand and my thumb touches the center part first. So that is really nice and a really neat function. I got a silicone strap over a grip talk because of how flexible it is, so mainly like this, but on the off chance I auto rotate, which the screen does let you do, it's still on the same area. And so there were a lot of pros to this. The processing was quite nice, and the downside, the biggest downside I encountered was the front light. I love the front light, right? But let's just put it all the way down. This is basic setting. The thing that disappointed me the most was how you only really start seeing a difference past the halfway point. As you can see here, like here you can't, it's normal, right? And then you only really see a visual difference like around here, and I thought that was so disappointing, because like, why would you have it be like that then if it only really starts brightening up past the halfway mark? So that was the biggest con. There might have been another con, I just can't remember what it is right now, but yeah, so I'm really enjoying my page. Oh, and in the second week I have actually gone out and about and gone on like public transportation with it, so I can get a bit more of my thoughts on that. And it's nice, it's fine. I have yet to be in public transportation during rush hour. I have not had a reason to do that yet, which is nice, but I will next Thursday, unfortunately. So what I will say is that depending on the bag I'm using, I might already have to have the e-reader out with me on hand. I mean, I have a pouch with a strap, so it's fine, but that might need to happen. It's a bit on the heavier side, especially with my weak wrists and smaller hands. So it does feel like it strains my arms a little bit when I read it, because when I read at home, I can support, right? Like, I can easily, very comfortably just bend over like this, have like this, or use my hand. But on the Korean subway, like, my bag is on my lap, there's people like really squished into me, so I'm very much like handling the weight on its own, and I do feel a bit of a strain here and also here, and obviously switching hands isn't very convenient. So it's doable, but it can come with its struggles. So that's just what I'm assuming will happen, and a little bit what I have already experienced without rush hour. But it is very nice. I do think it will let me do a lot of reading, especially since my times of traveling is pretty long. And I think that's another note. Personally, depending on what features you have, I would recommend the Poke 5 for a more budget-friendly option. If the refreshing rates matters a lot to you, do go for the boox page. Yeah, I would also recommend just getting the page over the Leaf 2 because of the processor, because the Leaf 2 is quite the slower processor and refreshing rate. So yeah, I think you can hear my sister's voices out right now, so I will end the video here. I think I gave out the main points of what I wanted to talk about. If you have any questions or concerns about the books page, feel free to ask me in the comment section down below, and I will do my best to answer, whether from what I learned in my research or from what I gained in my experience of using it. Please, please, please feel free to ask any questions you might have about it, and if you have any recommendations or requests for another video surrounding a certain topic about it, you can ask that as well. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. I hope this video was helpful, because I know that I haven't seen a lot of videos in English talking about this, so I hope that was helpful, and I will see you guys next time.